Hello, good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well and in good health and had a good night's rest. As usual, this Tuesday morning session is an opportunity for anyone to present, give you a chance at displaying your market assessment skills, so to speak. So this morning, as usual, the Tuesday morning is a chance for anyone to present. And if someone wants to present, we'll give you a go. If no one wants to present, I will go through the markets. We'll look for trading opportunities. And then afterwards, to be questions and answers. And of course, like I say, once we've analyzed the markets, anyone who has to go off to work, go off to bed, go off to sleep, or go off to do other things can log off. But I've dedicated this Tuesday morning sessions to take questions, answer questions, sort out any problems. So if you have any questions, concerns, this is a forum or time to ask your questions or go through any issues you're having with trading. Okay, so does anyone want to analyze the market for us? While I'm doing that, I'm just going to try and look for my, there we go, okay. Right, good. So if no one wants to have a go, I will analyze the market. As usual, we start off by looking at the economic calendar. To see what's coming out for today. And also you always make sure you check your own time zone. So depending on which part of the world you are, you make sure you adjust the time zone to your time zone where you are based. As usual, I'm currently in Rwanda, so my time zone is GMT +2. So all these times I'm going to be talking about now will be GMT +2. So the main market we're focusing on is the Euro-US dollar. So we're looking for reports of high importance, and we'll also note reports of medium importance that could affect the euro or the US dollar. So today is Tuesday, the 15th of September. Let's have a look. So the first report is at 8 o'clock. That's out of the United Kingdom, employment change. Obviously, that's a report of high importance to do with unemployment figures. But that's mainly for the UK, but of course, it could have an indirect impact on the euro and US dollar. So we'll note that today. That's due out at 8 o'clock. But again, this is GMT +2 times. So that's Rwandan time. That will be 7 a.m. London time. So basically, in about just under an hour, that report to be due out. That will have mainly an impact on the UK stock market and currencies paired with the pound. But like I said, because it's the UK, it might have an indirect impact on the euro and the US dollar. So let's continue. So the next report of high importance is at 11 o'clock, and you have the Euro Area Economic Sentiment Index and also the Germany Economic Sentiment Index. Of course, since we're trading the Euro-US dollar, this is would have a direct impact on the euro at 11 o'clock. Again, this is GMT +2, so that's 10 o'clock London time. So again, this is one that will have a direct impact on the currency pair we're trading, the Euro-US dollar. So you want to avoid trading prior to this reports of high importance at 11 o'clock GMT +2. Let's see if there's anything else. Of course, at 3:15, we have this reports of medium importance coming out from the United States, industrial production. Again, like I always say, if you're new to trading, it's important to start reading about these reports so you can decide if it's something to ignore or something to keep an eye on and check your trades around that time. And of course, the only way you can, I always say, that's why I always say when it comes to trading, trading is a very practical thing. It's not something you can read and just become a good trader in 1 week or 1 month. It takes a lot of practice and reading and observing the market, because the only way you can tell which report to ignore or which reports to pay attention to is, number one, reading about the report, knowing what the report is about, and then two, seeing how the market actually reacts to the report when it comes out at 3:15. And this is what begins to give you the experience to decide which reports to ignore and which reports to keep an eye on. And like I said, that's the only way you can do it. It's not the magic way. So that's it for today. So for today, trading the euro US dollar, we're going to keep out of the markets, avoid trading, just leave the markets alone till this report at 11 o'clock in the morning, GMT +2, because we've got 2 reports of high importance. Obviously, Germany is the powerhouse in Europe. And of course, the euro area itself, they are both coming out at the same time. So we'll just leave the market alone and wait till just before that report, about 10 minutes before that report, to assess the market again at that time for possible trading opportunities. But as usual, again, you want to look at the rest of the week. And again, I posted that on the platform yesterday. Looking at the rest of the week, we can see that tomorrow, Wednesday, we've got some big reports coming out tomorrow, Wednesday. Number one is the UK inflation rate report coming out tomorrow. The Canada inflation rate. But the big one coming out tomorrow is the US interest rate decision. And that's a huge report. I mean, for those of you who were trading last week, you see what happened with the markets prior to the European Central Bank interest rate decision being announced. And of course, the US interest rate decision is much more important than the European Central Bank interest rate decision. So there's a huge, mega important report coming out tomorrow, highly anticipated report coming out at 8 p.m. US 8 p.m. That's Rwandan time, which is 7 p.m. UK time. So that's the US interest rate decision that would affect all markets. All markets, whether it's the commodities market, the stock market, the bond market, all currency pairs, all markets are going to be affected by that report coming out tomorrow evening. It's highly anticipated. Everyone is waiting to see what will happen. Would they maintain interest rates? Would they cut interest rates? Would they increase interest rates? So there's a bit of uncertainty as to what's going to happen. So there's a chance, or there's a probability of the markets, all markets just trending sideways up until tomorrow evening. So we trading today, again, this is the importance of checking the rest of the week. So even today, although we only have one report of high importance at 11 o'clock Rwandan time, but in view of the US interest rate decision coming out tomorrow evening, I will only have one attempt today at the market, and that will just be around the time the economic sentiment report comes out at 11 o'clock this morning, Rwandan time. So I will only have one attempt of the market today, one live attempt. So I would not place any pending orders. I'll wait till just before 11 o'clock, assess the markets then, place my pending orders. And if the market takes one of those orders, I will just have one attempt, that one live attempt for the rest of today, in view of this US interest rate decision coming out tomorrow evening. So this is a mega report for this week. So again, this is the reason why you want to check the rest of the week, the economic calendar, because it can impact your trading on a day-to-day basis, even a report coming out at the end of the week. So looking at the rest of the week, we've got the Bank of Japan interest rate decision. We've got the Euro area inflation rate. And of course, again, on Thursday, we've got the Bank of England interest rate decision. So again, I posted this on the platform, explained all this in detail on the platform yesterday on my assessment for the week. And that's why it's important to have a good look at the rest of the week before you start trading on Monday. You have a look at the whole week and see what's happening so you know how to approach the market on a daily basis. So we'll go back to today. So today, like I said, we have the US unemployment change, the unemployment figures in about 50 minutes. But the main one directly impacting our market today is the Euro-US dollar. Is the economic sentiment index coming out from the Euro area and Germany at 11 o'clock this morning, GMT +2, which is 10 a.m. London time. So like I said, there's a high probability of the market trending sideways prior to this report. I will only have one attempt. I only placed my orders just before this report. Only have one live attempt today in view of the report coming out tomorrow. Then of course, you want to check Market Watch and see if there are any major news that could be also causing uncertainty in the markets. When there was a breaking news yesterday about the US banning some commodities out of China. So again, that could start to cause problems in the markets. I don't know where that is now, but yes, you know, that's the main news now. Of course, that's not really news per se, because you would know the Trump administration and China have been having this back and forth for a long time. And, you know, I think last night, the breaking news was that they banned some commodities from being imported from Japan. So we'll keep an eye on that. But other than that, it's mostly stock market news, which would not really affect us in terms of currency trading. But again, like I said, don't forget the US interest rate decision due out tomorrow. So looking at the charts now for trading, let's start with the swing trading. So with swing trading, we'll go to the daily time frame, D1. So that's the daily time frame. Each of these candlesticks represent a whole day. You can see the moving average trending up nicely on the market. So today, we just put our course over today's candlestick. Look at the data window there. The moving average today is 1.1798. So I'll just adjust my pending order to 2 pips below that at 1796. So let's adjust that 1796. 100 pips stop loss. So that'll be 1896. And that's all I have to do for the swing trade till tomorrow morning. And I'll just keep doing that till the market breaks the moving average, checks my sell order, and falls, whenever that will be. For those who've been following the market with me since July, we've been doing this since July. We've been following this thing since July. We're now in September. So that's swing trading for you. You don't get an opportunity every day. So we'll go back to the 5-minute time frame for day trading. We can see currently the market is trending up. You can see it's from higher highs and higher lows. So you can see forming higher highs and forming higher lows. So market is clearly trending up at the moment. So it's trending up. And of course, you can see the moving average to trending up. And you can see it's broken the first resistance at the moment. So it's currently broken the first resistance. So in terms of trading opportunities, there are no buy trading opportunities. And the only opportunity is to potentially sell below the pivot point. But this is what the picture of the market is now. But like I said, we're not going to place any pending orders. We're going to leave the market alone and then reassess just before the report at 11 and decide what to do at that time or where to place the pending orders at that time, depending on what the market looks like at that time. But for now, we'll leave it alone. Okay, any questions? If you have any questions, issues, problems, you can either send it through the chat box or you can raise your hand and we'll unmute you to ask your question. And of course, if there are no questions, we'll all go away for breakfast and have a, have a breakfast. Any questions, comments, issues before we all call it a morning and go away? Okay, so then no questions in the question box. Hello? Someone has a mute. Hello, Ozzy.
Yeah, hi. Morning, Dr. Remy. So just a quick question against tomorrow then. We don't have any trading opportunity for tomorrow because that US report is out by 8 p.m. UK time. Is that correct?
7 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m.
7 p.m. Yeah, it was +2 on yours. Yeah, so 7 p.m. UK time.
Yes.
Is that's the right way to view it then? So
yes.
Tomorrow, okay.
Yeah, so tomorrow basically you have a holiday. Okay. And again, actually on that point too, although I will probably put some posts on the platform tomorrow too. But yeah, you're right. Tomorrow, because of that report, you're just going to take the day off and you can only trade at 7 when the report comes out. But because the report is coming out very late at 7, you know the market will then close at 9. So you're probably just going to have one attempt at the market at that time. And of course, if you place your pending orders and the market doesn't take it, again, I'll repeat all this on the platform tomorrow, but if you, so the report comes out at 7, you assess the market around 10 to 7, place your pending orders just before the report comes out. And then if the market obviously takes one of your pending orders and you have a live trade, you delete the other pending order and only stick to that live trade, just have one attempt. Of course, if the market doesn't take either of your pending orders, don't forget the market is going to wind down at 9 and close. So usually I always say by 7:30, if the market hasn't taken your pending orders by 7:30, just delete them. So basically you just have a 30-minute window to trade tomorrow evening.
Okay, because otherwise normally on a normal day we would delete our pending order if it hadn't been taken by about 6.
Exactly.
6. Okay.
Exactly. So that's why you're just trading, because there's a chance when the US report interest rate comes out, if it's not what the market expects, it could either go up or fall. So you want to see if you could take an opportunity, but you just have that 30-minute window. And then, yes, so you're right. So because of that, under normal circumstances, you shouldn't be trading at 7, but it's just because of that report, you trade at 7, but if nothing has happened after 30 minutes, just delete your pending orders.
Okay, thank you.
Pleasure. There's a question here from Adebayo. Why do we trade before the news are out and not wait for the news? Actually, Adebayo, let me go to the platform. Again, this is the beauty about trading. And like I always say, trading is a practical thing. It's not theory. So I would suggest you, if you go to the platform, last week was actually a very good example of answer to your question. Because you find sometimes with trading, I can explain till the cows come home, but sometimes until you experience certain scenarios or you experience certain things, it won't really make sense that, you know, what is Remy doing? So I would suggest you go to the platform last week, because last week, let me see. So yes, so one, I would implore you to watch the video from last week on trading economic news. The video is there for you to watch. So you will see how we assess the market before the economic news, why we did it, the rationale behind all that. It's well explained because the market could, as soon as the report is announced, the market could take off. And if you don't have your pending orders in place, then you miss an opportunity, which is almost what happened last week when we were trading the European Central Bank interest rate decision. So I'll implore you to go back and watch that recording. And if you see here, that's almost what happened. Let's go to that. So if you see here, this is following the report. Let me bring up the chart. So you can see following the report, you can see what happened. The market initially was quibbling around the beat, and then you can see the market just took off. And then, you know, we got our 60 pips profit. But if we were not ready and prepared before the report came out, we could have missed this opportunity to capture 60 pips last week. So, you know, that's why, you know, like I said, until you go through the experience of all this, that you begin to understand why you prepared just before the report. You don't want to place your trades before the report is out, but just before the report is out, you want to place your pending orders, because as soon as the report comes out, the market could react violently. And if you don't, you might not have time to start to look at where to place your trade. You might just miss it. So you want to be ready just before the report comes out. And last week, you have a good live example that you can go back and see what happened. In fact, you can look at some of the comments some of your colleagues made here, you know, as to what happened around the time of the report. So again, that's the beauty about trading. It's you have to begin to watch the market, observe the market, begin to see what is happening, how the market reacts in certain situations, and that's how you begin to develop your own experience and your own confidence and your own rationale on why you're taking certain decisions in the market. So that's the long-winded answer to your question, Adebayo. But yes, and this is why I do this sessions in the morning, on Tuesday mornings, and the occasional trading economic news session, because, but like I say, I always employ everyone to, if you really want to take trading seriously, you really need to be observing the market every day, understanding what those reports are, seeing what the market, how they react, what is happening, begin to obviously get more experience at analyzing the charts. And all this, you can't master it in one day or 1 week, but with time, experience, and constant observation of the market, you just naturally get better and better with it. Oh, okay, thanks, Adebayo. Any other questions? Any other questions, comments before go for breakfast? My breakfast is ready and waiting for me. So again, I mean, this is another example for everyone. I mean, do take advantage of all the information we have on the platform. I mean, that's what's there for you. So, you know, there's, you know, all these postings we put there, you could always go back and review them and see when, you know, learn from the experience we've had from previous trades we've placed. When will the recording be ready? That depends on how long it takes to be processed. But once it's ready, I post it on the platform. But exactly how many minutes it will be ready, I'm not sure. Once we end the session, it will be processed, and once it's processed, I then upload it. How long that would take, and of course, internet issues also can play a part. But yes, once it's ready to be posted on the platform. Any other questions? Okay, good. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Enjoy your breakfast, and we'll catch up on the platform and also next week, Tuesday. Have a great day.